Hi guys, well how y'all? How you all? Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a read for you guys here, but before we begin, be sure to go check my description box below. Check my other YouTube channels. Okay, my website, I have another one which is on the community board as well. Um, Also with the latest update, the latest, karmic video. And also, I have music for you guys to check out here, instrumentals. So, I hope you guys enjoy. So, let's get into it here. Let's see what's going on here. So, there's something about like how you guys are, people are thinking about you here, and they were thinking about like how once upon a time, Six of Cups, Knight of Wands in reverse here. The number 10 is important for you guys here, the Wheel of Fortune. There, yeah, we have the sun in reverse. So the sun is actually was in reverse. I mean, the sun was actually in reverse in this deck, and the sun came out upright. Okay, so people were thinking about like how you were like flighty, or maybe you was like starting trouble. You were not dependable, And I feel like these people with the sun popping out here, they like you better this way. Okay, so some of you guys here, you need to be like the norm or like the rest of everybody else here. But I feel like you are standing out like a sore thumb because you have your own identity, you have your own morals and values here. You walk the walk and talk the talk. You guys could have been saying something ever since you were young here, or your flavoring is different from everybody else here. You are the sun and everybody else is Mars, Jupiter, etc., etc. Okay, there's a Leo that could be important here. I'm definitely seeing that your investment here is so amazing here with the Seven of Pentacles. And I'm definitely getting like a business or job or industry would love to work with you here. They do see with the Knight, with the King of Swords here, they do see that you're very objective here. You're very objective. You're a great mom. You're a great dad. You're a great person here. You do have a good head on your shoulders here. You have a blueprint, and they would love to help you. Okay. Of course, this is also a confirmation that when you do go in a certain direction, people can choose to help you or not here by giving you certain information, string you along, cookie crumbing you here. Okay, and I do see that this information or this energy actually decided to help you. Okay, invest in you here. Okay, but a lot of people, you were thinking about that about you here, and they're like, you know what, I really like the viewers this way here. um let's clarify that here. So there could be a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio that is not getting their wish here, and I feel like it's honestly for the best, because when this person was in this energy of getting their wish here, I have nothing against people who are gay or their sexuality, but this person like girls, and I feel like that's not what the collective, or that's not what they were like into, right? They like, it's okay for you to like women and it's okay for you to like men, right? But it's like there was a sense of a focus on that and not focus on that bisexual energy. Okay, we're looking for both. We're looking for someone who is a animal in the head and their physical physique being a human here. So they're looking for that Sagittarius energy. They're looking for that Egyptian energy. Okay, they're looking for that misogynist energy here, but someone who is born from that or who is able to tap into the energy and perform in morals and values way here. Okay, in a respectable way here. Okay, so that's that energy. That's that sun energy. Okay, maybe you guys have a son or you guys are about to have a son. It's coming. But yeah, let me clarify this energy. Yeah, so this Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio could have had a house or a home, okay, a marriage here or whatever. And, this person was like laughing it up here. People would go to this person's home, or the grandmother's home or whatever. This person could be in the energy. And, I just think what happened, they just saw that this person wasn't, yeah, and whoever this person was, they had like a dog head, okay, and they had a human body. So you and this person are very much the same here. But I mean, the reason they just saw that a lot of their blessings wasn't coming true, and it wasn't about like essentially, oh, they have more money, or things, we're looking for money here because everybody in this household, they all have a pentacle around their neck here. You know what I'm saying? And it was given to, this Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio did give this to them here, but it's like I said, we're looking for someone who is bisexual. We're looking for somebody who is both, not just one, right? So that's what's going on here. I want to know. I feel some of you guys are like, well, how did they find out about their sexuality? How did they find out that they were into one particular thing here? Okay, it doesn't matter, honestly. They just wanted somebody who's well versed on the left side of the tracks and the right side of the tracks. You know what I'm saying? We have the Three of Cups here, in reverse. I'm gonna get a unicorn card for this card. And we have the Three of Coins in reverse here. So there's not a hangout happening anymore. Okay? At least there isn't plans to do so. This is a little harsh. I'm not gonna lie here. I feel like this is about like this is the right thing to do. With the Three of Cups here. What's the Three of Cups in reverse? We have rebirth, but I'm not going to take it. Because this is about like revitalizing, redoing something over again. Like maybe that is not the best thing. Maybe that's not the best way. Because it's like someone is like, okay, obviously, I don't know if this person's lazy. I'm not really sure what's going on with this person, place, or thing. But it's like maybe that's not the best. Because there's no blueprint, there's no sense of direction, there's no call out, there's no mail, there's no nothing. It's just like going in, and then it's like, what happens to the invitation? There's no invitation. This is so random. You have intuition here. Something in your intuition is telling you to not go. Okay, because this is not about like a level up. Okay, this is about a demotion. Okay, over energy is discernment. Yeah, something is trying to tell you that this is trying to demote you. Okay, maybe a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio here. Now, listen, I do want to channel some. Okay, so I do want to channel this solar eclipse here. The solar eclipse happening at a time where I think the last time I saw the sun and the moon, it was when the sun and the moon was in Aries. Okay, and I did notice when I was outside, like a lot of people didn't look like they had the best sleep. I'm talking about like a lot, and I know this is anecdotal, but like a lot of people didn't look like they had the best sleep here. And honestly, and actually talking about doubles here, I'm not gonna lie here. My daughter at that time, she was with the father, and then he decided to come over, right? So there's that well-versed energy, right? Being in that double energy. For me, I had her in the beginning of the day here, and then towards the end of the night, it was definitely a difference, light and dark. That's when I got her back, right? Or when they both came back, right? So, when the solar eclipse happened here, I felt so great. I honestly felt so great. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie here. I felt like it was the perfect tone, the perfect vibe. It was just great. But a lot of people look like they didn't have the best sleep. Cops, civils, whatever. So yeah, and then when the solar eclipse ended, the residue, like, the aftershock, like, an earthquake here, it does seem like people are going back to like this old energy. Like energy that happened like, I don't know, like maybe like 5 years ago, okay? Like 5 years ago, 10 years ago, or 9 years ago. And it's just like, why is energy like going through here? And I do feel like I have this discernment energy too. So some of you guys could be feeling like this discernment energy when it comes to people, places, and things here. Okay, some people may have it more than other here. You guys may be feeling like the Book of Eli, having like a specific mission here or going through a certain like I said, the number 10, right? Going through a certain door here, and it's just kind of like you're just reminiscing, or you're just like looking at like what is going on here. I'm not gonna lie here, it kind of feels like Solomon and Gomorrah. Like, like the stuff that's happened like 10 years ago or 9 years ago, like it was like almost like the Renaissance here, but I'm actually resonating with the word Solomon and Gomorrah. I don't know if people are doing all that sexual shit here. I'm not too sure. And then I do see that some of the solar system, so the solar eclipse here touch people not in that moment, but they it is touching people, like, an aftershock here. I do see the more demonic forces in people as well. Okay, I do see that with me here. I am transmuting the energy. Okay, but there's more of a demonic force here. Everything is so red, like if you can have glasses, if you would see red all the time. Okay, so it's a really interesting energy, and I think the solar eclipse here, everybody was outside like celebrating, be like, wow, look at the sun, and I'm like, I really am not getting a vibe that we should be celebrating the solar eclipse. I'm like, I'm not understanding. Every time the solar eclipse happens or anything where there's an eclipse here, I really get a vibe that you shouldn't be celebrating, and then you should be celebrating one of the eclipse like rare, okay? Like one of them you should celebrate, but you shouldn't be celebrating all of them. It's basically like judgment, you know what I'm saying? And if you just finished like fucking a guy with no feelings or a girl with no feelings, and you're saying, oh my God, like, you need to view the solar eclipse like Jesus is coming back, you know what I'm saying? Or that, like, you're talking to God, or like, because if you didn't do the work here, even if you like, oh yeah, I pray, you don't have the gift of discernment, right? This solar eclipse here, I really feel like it's targeting people, or the gift is discernment. Okay, because the solar eclipse, there's no gravitational pull, like there's a less gravitational pull, or there's more radiation. Like you're not used to that frequency. You know what I'm saying? You gotta practice. That's why it's important to train every fucking second, minute, day, year. You know what I'm saying? You have to train so that when there's another frequency, you're aware of the changes of your body here. I definitely felt odd with my sacral chakra. So maybe it was my sacral chakra. I felt very odd. Like if it just felt very off. Anyways, so your intuition is trying to tell you like all is not what it seems. This is a demotion here, not a promotion. There's not a lot of love. We have the Three of Coins in reverse here. The Ace of Cups is in reverse, and the Wheel of Fortunes in reverse here as well. And we have the Lovers here. So it's karmic because the person doesn't really want to. They want to move around. They want to move around. They want to move around in energies here. There's nothing stable. Okay. They're telling me to pull a card for the sun. Also, people are looking at like what energy you're in here, but what planet you're connected to as well. Okay, are you connected to Venus more? Are you connected to Mercury more? Are you connected to the sun more? Because you guys are displaying the sun here, but they're like, yeah, there's something more to you. I'm not gonna hold you. Their intuition is saying that if you're not hanging out, or if you're not affected by I don't know why I keep saying the sacral chakra. If you're not affected maybe by something sacred here, or by the sacral chakra here, or about by something here, then what are you connected to here? They're like, something's off. Okay, so we have Sagittarius. Like I said, Sagittarius is Jupiter. So they're saying that you're connected to, I'm hearing no, they're saying that you're connected to the Sagittarius energy, not Jupiter per se. Okay, so we have insights to understand, the wisdom of resulting from the understanding of. So yeah, this is about you understanding the mission. Also, their item is an arrow here, so maybe Katniss Everdeen, Hunger Games could be important here. This is about the Hunger Games. Maybe the solar plex. I don't know why I keep saying. This is about the solar plex, the sacral chakra. Oh my god. The solar, oh my gosh, okay, all right. We'll talk about it. We have Saturn too, which is Taurus. Like pull a card. I'm gonna pull a card from the activation card for the solar plex chakra. So I'm just gonna pull from here. I'm gonna pull from the solar plex chakra. Okay, and now that I'm pulling from the solar plex chakra, they are saying your highest ideals, the rules of, get it out to the world. And so the solar plex chakra, we have consciousness here. Okay, we have this is about awareness here. 17 Aquarius energy. Oh my God, that's so creepy. I'm not gonna lie. That's so creepy. That just gave me the chills in my chest, bro. We have this solar plex chakra. That's so creepy. Oh my God. Ooh, that's so weird. It's so nasty. It's so weird. Okay, okay, they're telling you, they're saying to be aware of or to be conscious of your solar plex chakra here. And we have divine feminine here and universal love here after that here. So here in breathe consciousness and solar plex chakra together. So we have the frequency of the consciousness supports our ability to focus our attention to all of the multidimensional aspects that shows up so that we can include them in our reality here. Okay. This is also about like once upon a time when your mom or where there was a divine feminine was a little girl, okay, or when they were a little divine feminine, okay, even if they're the sex of a male, okay. We have solar plex chakra. The frequency of the solar plex chakra, the yellow flower of life, supports our sense of self, our personal power, and our willpower, as well as our knowing of who we are and what our contributions is to the world here. So this is about the mission and also who we are. This is what I was just saying. This is about waking up to something about you being a younger energy when you were in a younger energy like a little girl, little boy, than a divine feminine energy. So you guys need to continue being aware of your solar plex chakra here. You something changed in your solar plex chakra here. The overall energy is discernment too. So if you were the ones, I'm not gonna lie here, if you were the ones that were chosen to be in the discernment energy, now the discernment energy, I will say, should be absolutely on 100. You should be walking down the street and everything to you should be feeling like Solomon and Gomorrah. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm like you shouldn't be easily at all to, swayed in anything. Things right now should be looking like portals and doors, and it should be looking like, honestly, like fuzzy. Okay, it's telling that it's a dimension. I'm hearing yup, and I'm hearing something saying that's not you, but that's you. Okay, because there's a sense of in denial. I'm not gonna lie while I'm channeling this here. Because I am channeling, I'm not gonna lie, it does feel a little weird that the fact that I was like conscious is because I didn't really think it was gonna come out. I'm not gonna lie. You hear me shuffling, right? Like, it's fucking weird. I felt that in my chest, bro. But yeah, so yeah, you need to continue being aware of your solar plex chakra here. There's something that's shifting your solar plex chakra here, and there's something about your divine feminine side here. This is how you express yourself here. This is also going to. You think that maybe the root chakra? Because I said, remember, I see a lot of red here. And the card that I first started with, when I picked up the deck here, it was the root chakra that started. But like I said, a lot of the things are maybe looking red, but in actuality, it's not red, it's yellow. Okay, or you need to be aware of your solar plex chakra here, and this is going to identify who you are and also your contributions to the world, like your willpower, your drive. Universal love is important here. I'm hearing it's not important. And we have this allowance energy. You're being watched. There's somebody watching you here, or the solar eclipse here is you're being watched. Like the solar eclipse is watching you. There was a gift that's I see the star on the sun card here. There was a gift that was given to people when the solar eclipse happened, okay, or before or after. That before or after the solar eclipse, there was a gift that was given to people here. The coherence has like a image of like a frequency, like a heartbeat, right? So your heartbeat, your rhythm, the rhythm of something here, a hertz, the frequency changes. So something's beating, something. Oh, they're showing me too, like what's that called? Maybe that's important here because Saturn's here, which is the snake. Serene or seen, okay, with the two atoms here. There's something that is faking it, right? You know, like COVID. I'm not gonna even hold you. This is really interesting here. Like you know, like COVID, like, you know, you see something, but it's like everybody's like, it's like, for example, the CDC is looking under a microscope here because they're showing me a lot of images. They're showing me like there's a, it's not a virus, but whatever happened here, there's something about like how it's mimicking, it's a mimicking like life before the solar system, the solar what. What is it called again? I'm not gonna lie, bro. This is so weird and creepy. It's creeping me out. Um, is something's mimicking, like, cause they're showing me like how there's like a, it's not a, I don't know what to call it, like a virus or like, the best way I could think about it is like this movie when this guy was on Earth or like out of space, and they were experimenting with this odd object or this odd entity, and the entity was so kind, but then as soon as they zapped it, it went bonkers. Like, it don't matter how nice you was to her or anything, it got really fucking mean. So this is what's going on here. The solar plex chakra. Why do I keep saying that? The sacral, the what's it called? We're just gonna call it the solar plex chakra, okay? I think that's what it wants me to call it. Like, it's not a solar eclipse. It was a solar plex chakra here, okay? It's mimicking that everything is normal here, but something is a. They should be seeing it in Cern, okay? Something in Cern. There's some deformity or non-rhythmic or something like that. If they don't see that shit, it don't want to be seen. It is not telling them something, okay? But they should be seeing some shit that's not normal, okay? With this solar plex chakra, it's not normal, and it's copying. If they studied more, they would see that something in their fucking building or whatever, or in Cern here, because this image looks like Cern. I'm not gonna lie here, but it's more of like a hexagon-like energy. Okay, um, it's very conscious. It's very aware, and it's talking to you. It's talking like a rivals. You have to study the language or the heartbeat or the arithmetic or something like that. And the first awareness or the first way how it talks to you is discernment. If you are the chosen one, if you guys are one of the chosen ones here who have your discernment is at 100% here, that's the only way you will understand here. If you're not there, then it ain't you here, honey. You got to keep training, okay? You got to be in this result from the understanding of. So be in a situation and understand it. Some people think that, oh, yes, it's horrible that we work a 9 to 5 and it detaches us from, certain things, okay? Because there's stuff in the solar system that is not a 9 to 5 fucking job. We should not be doing this 9 to 5 job, right? The way how we're doing it. Everything is not solely about money, okay? The solar system is not about fucking money all the time. Okay, there are other things that are happening here. The in the universe, there's a lot of spiritual upgrades and there's a lot of demotion. Okay, there's a lot of colliding and there's a lot of segregation, separation. Okay, diversity. Okay, cluster, no clusters. That's not a 9 to 5, exactly, right? So this, I mean, some people, people like they're like, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. I know what the fuck I'm talking about because on this mission, on like me being here, I've gotten a lot of confirmations, and it's not just through tarot. I'll say things and shit will just start to happen. And it's getting at this point where people are getting dumber and dumber and dumber. So there's some truth to truth, and I never believe what I say until it comes true. And then sometimes I'm around it and they're like, this is why I didn't say nothing, because everything you said was true. I know some of you guys are like, oh, well, a lot of people say that. I'm like, well, maybe I'm not that person, right? Maybe I'm wrong. Okay. But, anywho's, there's a heartbeat and it's beeping the wrong, it's beeping like it's a human, okay, but it's not human. It's talking, and the gift or the way how it talks is discernment, like a rival, the movie with the 12 pods, and also Sagittarius rules 12, okay, 12, 21, so 2 and 1, right? And Sagittarius is a misogynist too, right? This was when the Watchers or whenever whoever was mixing. This was also around Noah's Ark time as well, a flood. So before the sacral chakra or the solar eclipse here, there was an earthquake. And the other times I was talking about the seven seals, right? So the seven seals, but I think what's important here was the earthquake. And the earthquake, how an earthquake happens here is when the tectonic plates at the bottom shifts, right? So that means that there was an opening somewhere in the world here. Okay, something smashed together. Okay, like the universe. So something in the universe is about to smash together here or pull something apart here. But that's a second omen. The tectonic plates is smashed. The solar plex, the solar eclipse here, it smashed, or it went behind one another. There was a togetherness here. That's the number 2. Something about Cern. I got it right now. Cern is very important here, and Cern clashes shit together. And guess what's behind Saturn here? The sun. You have demonstrate, realize, act like a leader. And then Saturn is be realistic about, be concerned about. You must wait before you can. This is about preparing you for something that's not somebody or someone or something doesn't have the best intentions here. This, whatever is talking to you here, or whatever this solar plex or the eclipse is doing here, it's about somebody or something in the universe that doesn't like us. It doesn't like us. And the people who don't understand is meant to be real or be in real situations here. Okay? It's about, somebody think this is just a joke here. And this Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio who didn't get their wish here, they think it's a joke. They think it's funny. They think it's not that serious, but it's very serious. I'm telling you, they keep showing me that something, whatever this is talking. Is talking to you through beats. Okay, like it's a heartbeat, like a rhythm. Every time it sends out a pulse, it's saying something. I can see at the pulse, and it's showing me Cern. Every time the Cern goes around the circle or something like that, there's the level of flash is off. Okay, the flash is off, or like somebody's daydreaming or some shit like that is off. Okay, and the computers are not picking it up because it's electric pulses or some shit like that. But something in Cern is off, honey, and it's trying to say something. Let me see. And I feel like the Cern, I don't know if this is on or something like that, but if you guys don't understand it, you guys understand it in discernment here. The flashes, the light is pushing, is targeting the solar plex chakra here in Cern. And the more you get away from it, the more like you see words, the more you see like the aftershock, right? The more you see the damage. when you let something sit in, like seasoning. I was just going through this too last night. I just made pasta and I said the pasta's a little bland. I made it 3 days ago. And I just ate it last night and I was seeping in like seasoned. It was seeping in and it was real like seasoned. We're going on, this is the second day of the solar plex chakra, or the solar eclipse here. And my color right now, before it was lavender, now my color is orange. And the more like something is you have to have discernment here. And yeah, we have discernment and we have rebirth. And we have friendships here. This is about, and we have celebrations, like I said, Sodom and Gomorrah and past lives. Something is happening again. And people may be like, oh yeah, I'm going to do this. They're not thinking. They're not aware. They're not conscious of like a beat or something's talking to them. There's like different, when you hear things, and you hear, you have different tones in your head. You know what I'm saying? There's something talking, and the people that are doing what they're doing here, or if they're doing the same thing here, you'll have people who will fake, and they'll be like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna be in this. No, it doesn't happen. You're gonna know, okay? You're gonna know, like, somebody's a divine feminine, somebody's immature, immature or mature, you're gonna know. And I think a lot of people, or a few people, are in this discernment energy here. And the people who are needing to be in this real energy here, it could be majority people who are in Aquarius energy here. And I'm definitely getting a Capricorn, or people who are Capricorns, they're waking up. Okay? Because we have Saturn as the overall energy for Sagittarius here. Sagittarius, they're all in there like swimwear. Okay? But it's not all Sagittarius here. And this is also targeting people who are not Sagittarius here. This is like a label of what you are here. Some of you guys be like, okay, well, that's where I'm going to go. That's the next zodiac sign that I'm going to be in. It's not about that. Some of you guys are licensed. You don't even know. Like Hunter x Hunter, you're licensed. This was about you getting your license from the solar plex, or from the what's it called again? You see? The solar eclipse. This was about you getting your license. Your license to be a divine feminine here, a young divine feminine, something that you did as a little girl, a little boy here. If you guys have the 100% discernment here, okay, or the gift from Cern, or the gift from the solar eclipse here, you got your license from when you was a little girl, little boy here. You are now pronounced as a divine feminine, or divine feminine, yes. And everybody will know this. So that means, in other words, to be more realistic, you did something as a little girl here, or something happened to you as a little girl or a little boy here, and people was like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? And now they're like looking at you as a divine feminine. You were right. You were okay. It took for this, I don't know what that shit is, but it took for whatever that solar eclipse here, for you guys to get your license. Or you guys have your license, but you do have your licenses as well. It's not just about that too. You do have your license in something here. You have the best discernment. You are a King of Swords person here. You ranked up. And you guys should feel it. The discernment should be 100%. Your visions, your physical vision, maybe you guys are like, oh, you need glasses. No. Your physical vision should be different. Cern is talking. Okay, if they don't turn that shit on, something talking. Okay, there's something about a heartbeat. And something could have labeled you physically on the body too. Because I got this label, I got the symbol. This could be something about somebody's sperm too. I'm not going to even hold you. Somebody's sperm is no good. And when you have this baby, or before this baby comes in, because you got your license, or because you are licensed, or you have 100% discernment, or this gift that you got from the aftershock, or the day of the solar eclipse here, you're able to have this baby here. Yeah, this baby, this baby would have been different, honey. And this is all about discernment here. They're telling me to get a card for consciousness. We have the ninth house. We have spiritual values, long range thinking, or travel. What is to be shared? This is about a baby. The next baby. Over our energy, we have moon. Defend, accept, let your feelings tell you how. Let your feelings tell you how to. For some of you guys, this is, if you don't have any kids here, and some of you guys, you may know somebody who's pregnant or who had a child or just recently had a child. This child missed the beat because the child showed up. They showed up or some shit like that. And they focused their attention on something else that was a multidimensional energy, not this. Like, it was like what they needed to focus their energy on or what they needed to channel was the solar eclipse. And instead, if they would have, it would have been as if it or they came from all there is. Now it looks like they didn't come from God, right? We have the philosophicals and laws involved. Do it in a big way. This is how it's supposed to be. Well, it's supposed to be the other way. I mean, well, the way how they entered, it's supposed to be this way. Like, oh, I want to go to God. And this understanding energy. If you understand, then you would move this way. If you don't understand, then you don't move this way, right? If you say you have discernment, then you wouldn't do this. But if you have discernment, you wouldn't do that, right? You wouldn't do it. You wouldn't think that way. You wouldn't do it. You know it, unless there are some odds. But with the Sun card here being the first card here, this is a really good message here. Okay, this is like a gift. I really feel like this is a gift here. And a few people in this world here is learning about rhythm, heart rhythms or something like that. There's something about a beat. And to other people, the beat looks the same, right? Like doing everything in the past here, 5 years ago, 10 years ago. But it's not the same. The beat is different. And in order to understand the beat is to have discernment. That's why some people in a science division here or like whatever division, feds, whatever it is, they can't detect it here because they don't have 100% discernment here. Like I said, you do that 9 to 5 shit here and you think like a 9 to 5. You think about the world that we live in here. You think that shit is going to get you far in life and it's not. You have to be well versed in both areas. One side of the tracks and the other side of the tracks here. You can't do it that way here. There are things in the universe that doesn't just rely solely on our consciousness. Yes, we are coming from it, but we do need to be able to tap into certain things and we need to push some other things. Like in Lucy, there are certain things in my body that will reject the stuff, right? That 4C something, whatever, 4.C.6 something, I don't know. And there are things in her body that will accept it. And she was channeling as if it or they came from all there is. She's in this Cern, this consciousness energy. She's aware of that. That's why this child, or that's why these people didn't make it. They're not aware of it. If they were, then, you know. But with the moon here, this is a secret, honestly. And people, they're going to notice that they should have done it this way. And now they have to train.